All right, ladies and gentlemen, can you hear me okay? Is the volume all right? Should I turn the volume down a little bit? All right, we're going to relax tonight. Come down off of the live Miss ATS News channel. Oh, look at the lovely Debbie Fox is here. Looking so lovely tonight, Debbie, Miss ATS News channel. So we're going to do a little bit of discussing the Delphi case and the new documents that are out calling on witnesses. Now, which is very shocking to me, right? They're calling Keegan Klein, Davis, they're calling Chadwell, and they're calling Richard Allen. Now, could there be more? Now, why are they? My thing is the defense is calling. I don't, you know, I don't know. My opinion, like we said on this channel a while back, Chadwell's voice, to me, it sounds like Chadwell. I also had one other person in mind that also was a YouTuber or social media person, but we'll see, right? But, you know, I don't. Which Chadwell was known around that area and knew all them dudes and was a tough guy and belonged to some club, right? I think there was even photos of Keegan Klein out there with a pile of drugs in front of him. He had a real nice watch on, a bunch of money, bags of pot. So it might be very well as ring. I mean, and these rings dip into all kinds of stuff, ladies. They dip into the prostitution. They sell drugs, meth, pedo stuff. They run numbers. They almost right. They ride motorcycles. A couple of these guys were saying they were being initiated into a club, a gang. Now I don't know if that's true, but they did. A couple of these guys did talk about it on camera. Chadwell was one of them. So if you put the dots together and then voice analyze the recording from the police, which makes sense because the police did say numerous times that there was more than one person on the recording other than Abby and Libby. So there was numerous voices. Now they're calling four people up. No, they might get interested. These guys must have played ball somewhere, or it is bigger than what they thought, and they're going to testify against somebody who might have been the leader or whatever. We don't know. But getting very interesting now. Um, yeah, how many more were involved? I mean, if it was this club, they all knew each other. And another thing with Greeno, right? The killer, you know, calling him, but the police took his phone and won't return the phone to him. Or he found a phone out there, and how did he got wrapped up into this? And he was another one that also was talking about he was being initiated in some club, and they ride motorcycles or whatever. But can you believe him? He's crazier than a cuckoo bird. So there's plenty of evidence on Chadwell and voice on Chadwell for a comparison on the recording of the Delphi tape. Davis and the rest, and they might have known each other. It might have been something bigger than what we're thinking. Maybe it was a group of them, a snuff film or whatever. But we'll have to wait and see. And we got to up our security because these people might be right around us, among us. There's a lot of talk on YouTube about this Indiana, these crews in Indiana or whatever, and they're bad people or whatever. So usually these people dabble in everything: pedo stuff, kitty porn, regular adult porn, drugs, meth, money, hot phones, computer. I don't know how many phones these guys had. I know Keegan Klein had a whole bunch of devices, and there was people out there that said he sold uh, stolen or drug phones or computers or whatever. I think I seen a video on that in the beginning of this when they picked them up. Um, that they questioned somebody else because they tracked the phone and the phone came from Keegan Klein. And I think a couple iPads or something like that, that people would probably take to him for exchange for drugs, right? I don't know. His dad mixed up in some of this stuff. And, I think a lot of, Rick Snake, I call him Richard Dreyfuss too. Uh, he was a suspect, and he also claims he knows uh, the Kleins and these guys. So it might have been what the government was saying, a bunch of them, a big ring. I wouldn't doubt it, man. Like I said before, Delphi, they were having trouble down so in Fort Wayne too, which is like, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes away or something, and South Bend. So maybe it is. You know? It'll be interesting to see though. But calling four of them, what do you think, Miss ATS News? Debbie, what do you think? They're calling four. They're calling them witnesses or something. So something must have been some. They must have been there. Chadwell must have been the voice guy, and the other guy. And maybe they're building a case against one of these guys, but they haven't picked them up yet. And it's possible we know. I mean, it's possible we watch him all the time. That was another clue that the police left, was he's right in front of our face, and he's watching us, and we watch him all the time. So yeah, it could have been. Doug Carter was saying that too. So maybe it is someone else out there that they're looking for, but they haven't picked them up yet, or maybe they are building a huge case. I've heard a couple people, other people's chats talk about we think they're building a case against this one. And I was like, it don't shock me at all. Look at the stuff he does on YouTube, and it don't shock me at all. So we don't know. We'll keep reporting and giving our opinions. Well, let me fill you folks in a little bit. If you're a crime fighter out there and you're really into this, there's plugins that you could buy to help you solve your crimes, uh, to help you clean up voice recordings and enhance them. So make sure you get yourself a studio, a DAW system that has plugins in it. I know I use it for recording music, but there's also stuff in there that could help you in crime fighting. And it also comes with in a DAW system, Pro Tools, video, so you can edit and do all kinds of stuff in it. So make sure you check that out if you're a real crime fighter and you're looking for tools to help you analyze stuff. I don't know. Miss Debbie Fox says maybe they were all involved or a couple. Well, there's four of them at least we know of. I would guess there's, well, there was six sketches out, so there might be two more out there. Maybe a couple of them are dead. There was a couple YouTubers that died. Now I'm not saying it was them, but there was a couple that did pass away, and maybe they were involved. We don't know. It's interesting though. It might be very well that Richard Allen is the guy on the bridge, or Chadwell. They both fit that description. And sketch, both sketches. But like I said, I've seen a lot of sketches in this case, in the Delphi case, since the beginning of it. And there's been, I think, six. So was it actually six people that were involved in it? I don't know. This case goes back pretty far, folks. We're talking 8 years. And I'm out here. And I remember seeing it that night on the news. They broadcasted it live. They were looking for the girls, but they were deciding to call it off. And there was a lot of people out there, and they were in that area and looked that night. So I don't know. Something's up. Was the phone even there? I'm kind of wondering maybe something. I think we might be on to something. Right? We might be on to something. Maybe they got spooked. The bodies weren't there, and then they went back in the morning, and the bodies were there, and they put the bodies back there because that's the last place that the girls were seen. So if they found the girls the next day, they I don't know, maybe. Interesting. Let's keep quiet and check out the fire and listen to some chimes. Can you folks hear okay? Do you ladies want to voice your opinion? Is my microphone too loud? Am I making any sense to any of you? There's a reason Keegan Klein was involved, because he was the one that was luring them and possibly involved in a ring of photos of kids, young girls, or whatever. Connection? Probably Vegas. They say that's he boot scoop boogie to Vegas right away for drugs and maybe to off the photos. I don't know, maybe. He had the fake account that other people were using. No, I don't know. It points to me a lot of. It could be bigger than what they thought. Maybe we'll have to see. Debbie, how's the video look? Boy, you were so nice tonight over at ATS Muses. Lovely lady. But looks can be deceiving. Dun, dun, dun. Were they witness to a sacrifice? That's what I'm wondering. All we heard, all they gave us was two voices. That's all they gave us to work with. There could be numerous, meaning more than one, more than two. There could be four. There could be five voices. There could be background voices that are off in the distance because a voice will travel in a valley like that. So if people were walking on the trail or on the railroad tracks or on the trail around there, you'd be able to hear them talking, giggling, whatever. Numerous things, but the police did say numerous voices. Would anyone like to give their opinion? I mean, I could be wrong. It's just a theory of mine. I've listened to these voices long enough. I'm starting to hear voices. Did they play ball and cut a deal? Did the state say, we got this? Did they? I'm no professional when it comes to voices. I'm just giving my opinion. And I did a long years ago on Chadwell. Oh, so you'll be knocking on my door. Debbie? Yes. But you can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you get what you need. So I got a new air conditioner today. I had somebody in my apartment today. Hopefully they didn't leave no bad juju. My real opinion is I think they were all part of this crew club. I imagine wind got out that maybe one of them was talking or pregnant and they had to go. Maybe they were sleeping with them, or maybe we don't know. There's rumors out there. We really don't know about the autopsy if they were essayed or not. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. And being such a closed case behind court doors where we can't see, it would be an interesting case. They should have allowed it. This could have been the case that put Indiana on the map, right? We'll have to see. We're getting a lot of backlash. We're getting a lot of threats. Keep our mouth shut. A lot of people in the Delphi. A lot of YouTubers threatening us from certain channels. Right? Yeah, I would imagine somebody threw a harpoon uh, and put the dots together and threw that harpoon and it stuck. And we're getting backlash, maybe. I don't know. We need more security, though, probably. Yeah. Oh, yeah, great live tonight. SATS News. Boy, the ladies go crazy for the crazy men. But if we got anything right on this channel, all glory goes to God, King of Kings. Amen. If anything was right, it was only by the grace of God. Hopefully, if there is more, they find it. You don't understand what, Deb? Debbie, what don't you understand? Miss Debbie Fox says she don't understand. I don't understand either. Sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. How women are so memorized by murder. Yeah, there's some of us good men out there still who haven't killed like a crazy man, who still respect women. The Delphi case has turned me into unrecognizable. The attacks that we went through in this channel, in the chat, from the Delphi crews. So, Miss ATS News, what do you think? It's a real toss there, ain't it? I wonder what this criminality is thinking right now. What? Chadwell? What? David? What? What? Yes. It had to be something bigger. The clues were all in. I mean, once they picked up one guy and they got his data off his devices, and he had a whole bunch of photos of young girls, it was like, phew, probably just track accounts and track phone numbers and track devices. And it probably took a long time. But I bet you it probably all paid off. Right? Not long after the Delphi case, Chadwell was picked up for that 9-year-old thing, I think. It is weird, Debbie. What do you think they're going to try and do, Miss ATS News? The defense. Are all these dudes going to testify that they belong to a club, the Odins, and Brad Holder's the leader, and this was all sanctioned by the great Odin, whoever he is, who knows? Or was it just a bunch of sickos that belonged to a crew, and that's how they made their money? Drugs, prostitution, pedo stuff, porn, whatever. Could be some pedo ring. Yeah, that's probably what it was. They dabble in all that stuff. And you know who will let you know the truth about this stuff is watch the real mafiosos that have turned state evidence or who have gotten out of the business, and they'll come out and tell you the truth. Right? There's money to be if there's money to be made in a crew, a racket, a organization, they'll make it. And young kids and pedos are part of that porn thing. And I'll tell you what, a lot of these mafioso guys, they don't like it at all. They don't like it, but they turn their heads because they make money, big money. I mean, it's a proven fact. They'll tell you themselves. And they've helped taking down a lot of these organizations and rings. Well, the clues that some of these guys were talking about was they belong to a club or something. They ride motorcycle, whatever it is. I don't know if it's motorcycles or actually bicycles. And these guys are so lost and whacked out, they think it's a motorcycle. I've seen that before. And you're just driving down the street and some guy on a bicycle going bring bring bring. I used to do it when I was a kid. A lot of people still do it today. All right, it is getting late. I think this case will never be closed until they find everybody involved. Did they turn state's evidence? Or are they going to, is the defense calling them to the stand because they have proof that it was? I mean, I don't know. How's this work, Miss ATS News? You're the Debbie. Debbie knows this stuff. Defense is calling them to the witness stand. All four of these guys. Nobody knows. It's a mystery. A curse is spelled. And that's what happens when you get involved in the Delphi case. Doesn't it? Doesn't it start soon? Yes, 7 days, 7 nights. Is that biblical? I'm not sure. You know, there's people on YouTube now. Who's that guy in Florida? Mendez or Bandez or Debbie? Who's the guy that runs the show down there in Florida? Delnez, Sanchez. I don't know his names. But he was down there talking today in the hurricane of Florida, and they were telling him it was Florida's cursed. It's it's it was a biblical thing that's happening in Florida. Was it because they're a haven for these? Some say pedo ring thingamajiggers, majigger thingamajiggers, and the law that supposedly helps people get away with murder. I'm not sure. Could be a curse from God. No, it wasn't the sheriff. It's the mayor. No, you're talking about JD or Grady Judd or Judd Grady, the sheriff. I like him. He's pretty. I think he's funny. No, this is from the mayor. I guess he's friends with Trump. What happened to the golf course? Trump's Mar-a-Lago. Is that safe? Or is that underwater? Is there anybody out there tonight? Maybe one day I'll go stream there and I can actually see and hear somebody's voice. Feel like I'm in space. I feel like Major Tom. This is ground control to Major Tom. There's something wrong. Well, like I said, if we got anything right on this channel, it is only by the grace of God, and all glory goes to God. Folks, you also might want to check out a great channel called Mind Shock. Have any of you ladies ever heard of it? It's called Mind Shock. Hello, Mr. Trump. Come on in. We're discussing the Delphi case and peaceful fire. I will be ending this video shortly because the women are not too chattable tonight. trying to ask some questions here, get some opinions going, some comments flowing, but it's just better than a doornail. I'll get it right one of these days. I'll pull the battery out of it and wait for the time to come around. Excuse me. Mr. Trump, how you doing? Come on in. Come on in. Hey, did JLR get some great footage of the hurricane or what? No, I don't watch SpongeBob. Have you, any of you ladies or gentlemen, ever watched Mindshock? You know, probably a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I was on, or in her chat, discussing with her that I've been listening to Chadwell's voice. And then she started listening to it, and she's like, you know what? It does really sound like him. I was kind of freaked out. I'm like, it does, don't it? So maybe it was. Maybe it is. There's two voices that are similar. One was Chadwell, and one was someone else, a YouTuber. I don't know. It was pretty. It was pretty freaky. Mind shock, where everything is not real, but just a reality, or whatever it is they say. I've been watching that channel for a long, long time. Well, we'll see. He had to play a part in the case, ladies and gentlemen. Chadwell, Richard Allen, Keegan Klein, Davis, and I think there was a couple more of them. I think they might already be behind bars. All right, it's that time. It's late. Um, is there anything you ladies want to say? Any opinions? I know you need your rest. I wouldn't have been able to do it without the great mods and the glory of God. All glory goes to God. Amen. Maybe the attacks will stop, but we'll have to keep watching over our back the rest of our lives. We'll probably upset a lot of people. That's why I was getting attacked so much. I wouldn't doubted it for great Odin himself. summon some kind of witchery or curse on me. Not sure. Something was going on. I believe something was going on. We're going to end this video. Unless you folks want to relax. I want to thank the great Debbie Fox, who's been here for a long time. Miss ATS News. Donald Trump. Reese's peanut butter cookie from the gas station. I know I shouldn't be, but I'm going to wash it down with some tea, herbal tea. Now, well, God save me. Send me a woman that'll change my whole world soon, like tomorrow. Help me quit smoking cigarettes. Help me quit munching on cookies. Well, not as many cookies. Help me deal with this little lady Debbie Fox. Every day she amazes me. The great Miss ATS News. They say behind every great man there's a woman. I don't know. Maybe. Is that just a saying, Debbie? Is that just a saying or is it true? I think I need some more tea. Is it true what they say, Debbie, that behind every great man is a good woman? I think it's just a saying. Probably like an old fable. Miss ATS Debbie says yes, it's true. Miss ATS News says it's true. And I must become a great man. Thus far there will be a great woman behind me. I must do this. I think I'm on my way I'm making some more tea. All right, ladies, have you had a peaceful night? Well, not much longer in this ATS news, and hopefully, you got to rest after you have the baby. Got to recomplete. You can't be moving. Got to relax. Yes, another tea. Are you are you done tonight, Debbie? Do you have something to do tonight? I hate sucking up all your time. I know you're a very busy woman. I know Miss ATS's news is busy and just bored. She can't sleep. I think you have insomnia. I think that's what they call it. She can't sleep at night. She's like cold truth. She can't sleep. Oh, folks, we want to send prayers to Miss Cold Truth. Her father had a heart attack, and now she's got to take care of her father. So, prayers out to her. All right, I got some more tea. I am just chilling. Yeah, I'm just chilling too. The Lonely Hearts Club. Well, not Miss ATS news. She's married. So she's just bored, looking for something to do. Can't sleep. But the rest of us, Lonely Hearts Club, I think Sergeant Pepper said it best. You need to get yourself a harness and sleep like they do in space. You might be able to get her I never thought of that, a gravity suit for pregnant women. It might take the weight off of them. This is very interesting. My brain is working. A gravity suit for women that are pregnant to keep the weight off of their back, lower back, and breast. Someone contact Elon. This is unbelievable. That just happened. It just happened in front of you people for pregnant women, where they just float, almost like the baby inside the womb, surrounded by its water fluid. This is interesting. Hello, Mr. Inquiry Minds wants to know. These ladies ain't even listening to anything I'm saying. I just stumbled across Mom's genius thing in the world. You know how many pregnant women there are? It's a gold mine. It's a dang gold mine. I know Inquiry Minds wants to know. Tell her. Gravity suit. It actually, she can levitate. Takes the weight off of her ankles, her feet, her legs, and suspends the baby almost in a weightlessness stage. And of course, she would sleep in this at night. It's probably not going to be too sexy, but that's why we created the sex torso for men and women that are married and the woman gets pregnant and the woman has to wear one of our gravity suits to take the pressure out of the lower disc in the back. This is unreal. You're witness to this, Miss ATS. Debbie Fox, Inquiry Minds. This is how us great minds work. Oh, yes. We hope all you ladies are doing good in chat. Debbie, baby, Debbie, sex torsos and buttered sausage. I might bring Gary Busey in to narrate this case with me. Gary, what do you think happened? I mean, can you give us your opinion on what happened? Who was Bridge Guy? What happened? Where were they? What do you think? Butter sausage. What? Butter sausage. What do you say? Butter sausage. Okay. Okay, Gary. You sit there. I am trucking along, Vin. Got 11 more days before C-section. I hope I don't go sooner. God bless her little heart. Now I'm going to bring Gary Busey in. We're going to narrate this. Me, Gary Busey, and Nancy Grace. Because Gary Busey likes to go in and out of Buddy Holly character. It's been 20 years now, but he's still Buddy Holly. If it ain't buttered sausage, it's Buddy Holly. He's a great guitar player and singer. But it's kind of, you don't know what you're getting. When you book him, you don't know if you're getting butter sausage or the best, the greatest hits of Buddy Holly. And I love that about Gary Busey. I love that. Yes, Bell does. He does. Busey does on one of his acoustics. Can you see booking Gary Busey? Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Busey here to sing Buddy Holly's True love, butter sausage. What the? True love is yours, butter sausage. What the? God, go to. No, I'd book him. All right, we're gonna end this video at an hour. I can see I'm boring people with my silly mind. Hello, Valdez. I don't want to be boring people. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Aquarius Minds wants to know. But at this time and state of mind of Gary Busey, you don't know what Gary Busey mind you're going to get. Either you're going to get Buddy Holly or you're going to get Butter Sausage. And I love both of them, so I would book him. Debbie, get a hold of his agent, see if you can get him on my channel. Take care of it, Pepper. Johnny, dude, you are anything but boring. I should not have just ate that Taco Bell. Oh, Taco Bell. You know what? I got stuff for stuffed shells. I got taco stuff. I got some meat. I don't know if I should throw a roast in and then put put stuffed shells in it and then tomato sauce over the top of it and some onions in it. Stuffed shells and pot roast. No, I don't know. Don't get me started. I'm trying to cut down on my food, not eat as much, and not eat at night, or try and eat light at night. Little Debbie's got to take a break. She's got to go poop. She's so adorable when she poops. It's all right, honey. Go on. We'll wait for you to get back. Go on. Before we end it. Should we end it at 1 o'clock, Debbie? Or at 1 hour? She's pooping? I'm not sure. Do I give you enough attention, Miss Debbie Fox? For you to, I must not be giving you enough attention for you to be posting a piece of poop in that chat. What do you think, Debbie? And she drops a loaf. Poop. Oh, she just dropped a poop. What, Debbie? Ended at 1 hour? Oh, now she's talking to me like I'm. She's trying to make it sound like I'm bossy. Yes, Johnny. Whatever you want to do, Johnny. Yes, Johnny. What do you want, Johnny? Johnny never gets what he wants. It's only dreams. Fat It's right there in front of my face, but yet I cannot touch it. It's just horrifying. To be a man and straight, be attracted to a woman is just madness. Complete madness. I don't think you women know, but you do know how you drive us crazy in all ways. Mentally, physically, emotionally. Sometimes I just cry at night after talking to Debbie for an hour. I hold myself and I just cry. I can't have what I want, Debbie. Quit taunting me with the carrot in front of my face. Never getting to be able to eat it. It's just horrifying. The torture that I've been through ever since this delphi case and so many more. I should have just kept playing music and doing cover songs and doing Pro Tools videos and crying. Oh, now Debbie's, can you believe it? If it ain't a piece of poo she's dropping in my chat, it's a carrot. Tired of you leading me around like I'm a donkey. Yeah. It ain't that I'm your goat boy. Nah, I've had enough of this. Abuse. You can't keep doing this, Deborah. It is physically, emotionally, excuse me, mentally horrible. I asked you for your opinion and you posted a piece of poo in my chat. Then I tell you that you've been taunting me my whole life with holding things in front of my face that I can never have. And then you post a carrot in my chat. How dare you, woman? How dare you? Yes, I'm thinking about starting to fly one of my better drones now outside. I go through phases. It's like video games. I play them for a little while and then I don't. My drone I play with once in a while and then I don't. I was hoping Miss Debbie would show up soon so I can use her phone to fly my drone. But you wrecked that hurricane. How dare I do that? I know how dare you. You're mean. I can't believe you. Wait, what am I doing? You're dangling a carrot in front of me, taunting me, torturing me. Well, these women today are so independent, smart, know how to drive us men completely crazy in a heartbeat. That's all I can say. All right. Is there anything else you ladies would like to get off your chest while we're here tonight? It's obvious Miss Debbie took a crap and undangled a carrot. I wanted to use my to practice so I can get better with better drones. Them drones are cool. You can get a real nice one that's GPS. It'll it'll track you all over the place. All you gotta do is hit a button and it flies itself. I know little Debbie's laughing her little butt off. She loves it. Do I not give her enough attention, ladies? Miss ATS News, Miss Inquiry Minds wants to know, do I not give this little woman enough attention? I don't know. I don't know what it is with her. Well, she's one of them country girls. She can't be tamed. Well, story of my life. Now, I think it's good as what is too much buttered sausage will make you burp. I don't know. I'm gonna finish my tea and this Reese's peanut butter cup cookie. Well, I'm gonna think about my life and so many other things. It was off of the set of Amityville Horror. You figured it out, Valdez. Got it off of eBay. State sale. Miss ATS News said she lives by the Amityville House of Horrors. And maybe that's why you are the way you are, Miss ATS. I knew you were being possessed. You became Nikki and Gypsy Rose. You're lucky to be alive, Miss ATS News. If you lived by Rex, if Gigolo Bigelow Killer, and even if you lived by the Amityville House of Horrors, you're lucky to be alive. I hear it's an aura through there. That's where that psycho dude lived. Gypsy live tomorrow night. I'm sick. I got diarrhea. Thanks to Debbie. I had enough of this Gypsy Rose and wax. No. Don't blame me, blame Debbie. And no, it was not a gift, Miss ATS News. It sounds like a lovely gift Debbie gave you. No. I'm going to need a bigger boat. She also lives where Jaws was filmed. It's unbelievable. I don't know why these women today, they dive right into that crap. The more scarier and crazier these women dive headfirst into it. Debbie Fox said, you were trying to get out of serving tea and tacos. How dare you after you gave me diarrhea? He even asked me about serving tea and tacos. I fed them people tonight chicken and waffles. Leftovers from Mrs. ATS News brunch video, which shockingly she went twice today live. The double dose. It's a double dose. Maybe that's why too many, not a lot of people ate the chicken and waffles. Just trying to save money. You said you had diarrhea, and that Debbie gave you to you. And I said, that's a strange gift, but okay. Well, whenever somebody gives you diarrhea, you know they love you. That's the gift that just keeps on giving. That says a lot to us men. I'm joking. Debbie did not give me diarrhea. All right, folks, we are ending it. It's 1:30. Why was Nikki looking up double penetration porn on her phone? I don't know. Sounds like an interesting night, though. Why did you have to retract that question, Miss ATS News? Why did you post sex torso in my chat? What are you trying to say? The sex torso of hand and field and green. I think so. I don't know what's going on with these people. Debbie, Debbie. Great. Now I pissed off my chat wife. I hate pissing her off. But sometimes a man's got to do what a man's got to do. And I do wear the pants in this chat marriage. What is the world? What in the world? Debbie said, oh, now Debbie's back. Because I said, not sex to herself. I have no idea what she's talking about. I asked that because I am chatting with someone the other day about Breaking Bad. This film, Breaking Bad. Debbie? She's busy. Just like her to give me diarrhea and run. That's why I love her so much. I think she'll be giving it to me tomorrow night too. Now she answers yes. Where's the love? So, Mrs. ATS News, did you flock to that neighborhood once you found out they filmed The Exorcist in your home? And that your next door neighbor was the Amityville Horror House? We just had to have this house. I just loved it. 50 people died in it. I don't care. It was in the movie. I got to have it. And there was a bunch of danger here. So I must have it. You can't use it all the time. That's only on certain nights. We'll see. The last John Carpenter ones were filmed at the right place. Man, I would never live in that house. I wouldn't either, but our little Miss ATS News, the brave one they used to call her, decided she was going to buy the whole block of madhouses because it's dangerous. And that's what these women do. They go head first into it. Only on Watts night. Yes, that's why we're sick tomorrow night. Somehow you're going to end up giving me diarrhea again. It's probably these nights that we get so close together. I can't even go 50 feet around. You might get pregnant even being a mile away from you. I feel the heat coming off of my couch right now. Enough of that talk. Lame. Just had cops here. That was fun. Were they there? Did they knock on your door? What happened? So you say they were at your house, huh? They came in your room, you say, huh? Who let them in? Did they bang on the door? And what were you doing? Bish was going off on her daughter and boyfriend. I was walking. Supposedly she brain Bish. And I said code 3.
We got a code 3 over at Old Lame Staley's. Code 3 is ex-wife gone crazy. Copy that. We'll swing over there and keep an eye on him. Last time we checked, he was in his room. His wife caught him in the elbow on him. Copy that.
Well, you better be good, Lane. Debbie, you know Lane now. He's probably made up his whole story. He said now it's his wife. He wasn't married. Remember, it was just his girlfriend. All right, it's getting late, ladies and gentlemen. Lane, go in your room, lock the door, and be good tonight. All right? Be good. Oh, no problem. Glad to help out. It's the least I can do, but that's all right. I want to thank all you great ladies for stopping in tonight. Lane, we don't know if we can believe you or not. Hopefully one day we can believe you. Debbie Fox loves haunted houses. Thanks, Miss Big Query Minds wants to know for stopping in. My friend Zoe appreciated it. Ah, Zoe, what a great lady. Crime lady. I wonder if she does. Does she do? Does she do like spooky videos? I think I've seen her video. I do believe she's a married woman. I think. Nah, that's weird. Another heart being thrown up there. She was chasing you with a knife. If that story's even true, Miss Debbie Fox. I'm fine. They ended up not doing anything. She turned on the charm. Oh, come on, Lane. If she had a knife and she was branding it around and the police were there, they would have tased her. I don't know if I can believe this story. I've heard so many stories from the Great Lane Staley. Now I must go. I'm being attacked by some kind of a demonic demon again, witch or something. I'm really good, a really good person. Yeah, she does a lot of goth videos, nightlight on it and such. Yeah, I think I've seen it. Yo, Trump, how you doing? I'm gonna be ending this thing. Little Debbie's upsetting me. ATS News. I think she fell asleep. Thank God, finally. She really does work too hard, but you can't tell her anything. Debbie Lane said he's fine. They ended up not doing anything because she turned on the charm and, and wowed all the police, all the all the all the cop guys. Because I remember him saying his wife was hot. Well, what she was just a girlfriend, but this version they were married. I think she drinks a lot and abuses him. I'm not sure. Sounds like every YouTuber. But anyways, I want to thank all you for stopping in. Have a great night. God bless you all. And we'll talk to you later.